Hi, this is part 3 of the hands-on training devices. The next device we were going to discuss is the 150-pound chlorine cylinder. An actual 150-pound chlorine cylinder serves as the basis for this device. The cylinder can be donated after being taken out of service by a local supplier. The cylinder can be pressurized to allow students to practice a variety of chlorine repair operations. The technique described here could also be used to pressurize a ton container. The cylinder is pressurized with air through a fitting installed in the sidewall. This requires that a hole be drilled into the tank and tapped to accept a 14-inch NPT fitting. For obvious reasons, it is critical to ensure that any container previously used to store hazardous materials is completely empty before drilling, cutting, welding, or doing anything else to the container. The fitting used for attaching an airline to the cylinder is a universal swivel fitting so that the hose always points downward for minimal interference. For pressurization, use an SCBA cylinder that will supply air at approximately 2,200 pounds per square inch. A two-stage regulator is used to maintain the cylinder pressure at 30 pounds per square inch. A T in the airline allows the 150-pound cylinder and the 1-ton container to be pressurized from the same regulator. All connections are fitted with a quick connect couplers for ease of assembly and disassembly. Reducing pressure with the regulator is important to decrease pressure-related hazards. However, even at the reduced pressure, instructors should be present at all times during student activities to prevent students from taking unsafe actions, such as standing directly in front of the fittings and unfastening them, that is, being in the line of fire. Students perform chlorine repairs in teams of 2. Prior to the arrival of each team, the instructor operating the station ensures that several leaks are available for repair. Leaks can be simulated by loosening fittings, such as a fusible plug, packing nut, or outlet cap, and opening the valve. Likewise, the entire valve can be loosened slightly from the cylinder. Students are given a spray bottle with a soapy solution for detecting leaks. The bubbling of the soapy film over points of leakage substitutes for the use of an ammonia solution for leak detection in an actual chlorine repair operation. Trainees are provided with a Chlorine Institute Series A emergency kit to use in repair for operations. Initially, they use tools provided in the kit to stop leaks in the valve region by tightening connections or closing the valve. Afterward, the instructor removes the outlet cap, opens the valve, and instructs the team to proceed as if the leak was previous methods would not stop. At this point, trainees are required to install the hood assembly provided with the A kit over the cylinder valve. Another option would be to equip the cylinder with a valve that intentionally had been damaged so that the installation of the hood assembly would be required. The Chlorine Institute Series A kit includes devices and tools to contain leaks in and around the cylinder valve and in the sidewall of chlorine cylinders. Please note that the Chlorine Institute Emergency Kit A is the only chlorine emergency kit for chlorine cylinders that is manufactured to design specifications of the Chlorine Institute. The design features are device number 1, designed to contain leaks in and around the cylinder valve. the hood and yoke integrated into one piece, allowing for adjusting cap screws independently regardless which chain link is attached. Flat base design allows for more stable adjustable platform for cylinders to 15-inch in diameter. Lighter but stronger chain dramatically lessens weight of entire unit. Gasket is enhanced with a new design to fit better and decrease chances of rollout. Device number 2, fuse plug clamp, redesigned to fit over standard and enhanced chlorine valve styles. It fits cylinders with oversized neck rings and cylinders with the valve protective housing attached. This accommodates cylinders up to 15-inch in diameter with bumped or foot ring cylinder bottoms. Device number 2, a clamping device to seal leaks at the fusible plug, screwed in and poured type plugs on standard and new enhanced style valves. Device number 8, patching device to seal leaks in cylinder sidewall. New design, smaller button gasket, increased sealing capability while applying less pressure. Nylon strap replaces chain to decrease weight and potential pinch points. Here's a visual picture of the Series A kit. Here's a diagram of the 150-pound chlorine cylinder as we discussed. You can see that the universal swivel fitting here that points downward. Here are the two SCBA cylinders that supply the air. You can use the T-connect here so the 150-pound and the ton container can be pressurized by the same regulator. Here it is going toward the 1-ton container, which we will discuss in the next part. Here are some of the fittings that the trainer can loosen, or even the entire valve from the container can be loosened. The trainees will use a spray the soapy solution to find leaks and start to either plug or pack the leaks. As discussed, once the trainees find and repair the leaks, the instructor will remove this outlet cap, open the valve, and tell the trainees to proceed as if the leak was not repaired, so they can install the hood assembly provided in the Series A kit over the cylinder valve. Here's a picture of one of the 150-pound containers in use.